NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Continues here on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Levis sets up to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. It's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
And Levis going back to the air. And complete to Drake London. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 55 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Walker now on 1st and 10. The 20, down to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So the And that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. But they go play action. Here's Levis. That one deep for London. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Now Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And he fields it cleanly. They'll call this a 41-yard punt on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Levis to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for the Falcons.
Here's Levis. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Tommy Trimble.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Levis now off of play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Levis from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. They'll throw it again with Levis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second and 17 at the 34-yard line.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have played so strongly. Look at the scoreboard. You probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Seahawks taking a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here now come the Falcons. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Levis to throw off play action. That one deep for London. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin for. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 2nd and 3. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
You mentioned 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah. Just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll find Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 15. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop. Go! 33-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the kick. It's no good. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints matching up against the San Francisco 49ers.
This was an extremely one-sided first half.
One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down inside the 27. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
This is Fant on the short completion. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Now, he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Falcons offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Levis completes this out wide. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Falcons.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDaniel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Levis going back to the air. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we'll have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.